Hello, in this video we are talking about the zeros of a function and when a function is positive or negative. The zeros of a function are where the graph crosses the x-axis, and we write them as an ordered pair, x, comma, y. And then if your graph is positive, it's the portion of the graph above the x-axis. The negative portion of your graph is the portion of your graph below the x-axis. On your slide right now, the positive and negative squares are clickable and draggable, so you can drag them to cover. Also, the 0 point is draggable. And you're going to go ahead and type in your zeros, the coordinates of them, underneath as well. All right, my first graph. We need to find our zeros. So again, your zeros are the points that cross the x-axis, which again is right here. Ooh, let's use my highlighter. So we're looking for the points where our graph crosses that line. So I notice we have 1 point right here. And to get to that point, I go over 1, 2, 3. So I have -3, comma, 0. You don't go up any. My second one is over here. Again, I go over 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go up 0. All of your zeros will have a 0 as their y point. So all of your coordinates should essentially be blank, comma, 0. You'll just have to figure out what number goes in the blank. All right, the next thing we need to do is highlight the areas that are positive and negative. The positive part of your graph is the graph above the x-axis. So basically, I need to highlight everything above that blue line. Let's see if I can make my brush a little bigger. So this part here is my positive part of my graph. And the negative part is everything under the blue line. So this part here is negative. All right, my second graph, again, we're going to start by finding our zeros. Again, they're the parts that touch or cross your x-axis. I have 3 zeros in this case. My first one's right here. You go over 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have -4, comma, 0. My second one is at 0, 0, right in the middle. And then my third one, you go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's at 5, 0. Again, we have to highlight the positive and the negative. The positive portion of my graph is above that blue line. So it's this whole top part above your x-axis. The negative portion of my graph is below the blue line, everything under your x-axis. All right, for my third graph, again, we're looking for our zeros, which are the points that touch or cross my x-axis. My first one is at 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, comma, 0. My second one is at 0, 0. And my third one is at 2, 0. So those are my zeros. Again, the positive portion of my graph is the part above the x-axis, so above my blue line. The negative portion of my graph is the part below. And my last one, again, my zeros are the points that cross my x-axis. We have 2 of them this time. There's one here at -4, 0. Ooh, that's a weird and sign. And the second one is at 1, 0. And that's right here. Again, the positive portion of my graph is the part above the x-axis, so above my blue line. It's this whole section here. And this one doesn't really have any negative parts. If you want, you can still go ahead and drag your little box over here. If there was a negative portion of my graph, it would be under there. All right, that is all I have for you in terms of finding your zeros and figuring out where your graph is positive and negative. Thank you for watching.